Imagine sitting in class, bored and scrolling through your phone, when suddenly the principal's voice cuts through the loudspeaker, urgent and panicked. This is not a drill. Lockdown now. Lights flicker and go out. Chairs scrape across the floor. Your heartbeat pounds so loud it drowns out everything else. Then you hear footsteps, shouting, maybe even screaming, coming closer, and you realize you're trapped. Tonight, I'll take you inside 3 true, terrifying school lockdowns, where every second felt like a lifetime, and danger was closer than anyone could imagine. It was a regular Friday, 7th period, the last class before freedom. Spring break was almost here, and everyone in my calculus class was restless. Our usually laid-back teacher decided to let us play a brand logo quiz online. Laughter, teasing, and jokes filled the room, creating a false sense of security. Then, suddenly, the dean's voice erupted through the loudspeaker, sharp and panicked. "This is not a drill." Lockdown now. My stomach dropped. The teacher, who usually joked and laughed with us, froze. He quickly turned off the lights and herded us to the back corner of the room. The familiar classroom transformed into a dark, silent cage. Shadows stretched across the walls, and every creak of the floor sounded like a threat. Then came the screaming. A man, his voice raw and unhinged, ran down the hallway. 2 girls began crying uncontrollably. My heart raced, and I felt an icy chill run down my spine. The pounding on the lockers grew louder. "I'll kill all of you!" he screamed. The sound moved from the hallway to our classroom door. One of the girls screamed in terror. The fear was suffocating. For what felt like an eternity, we stayed in darkness, whispering prayers under our breaths, clinging to each other silently. Eventually, the man moved down the hall. The dean came on the loudspeaker again, explaining that the intruder had assaulted a staff member and fled. No one knew if he had a weapon. Later, a janitor found him sleeping in a storage closet, a .44 Magnum sticking out of his pocket. By the time the police arrived, he was gone. To this day, the uncertainty haunts us. It was a rainy, overcast day in early October. My school had 2 lunch periods. During the first, 4 loud booms shook the campus. At first, I thought it was thunder, but screams erupted from students, and chaos followed. Campus security rushed everyone into the multi-purpose room, forcing us to abandon our lunch trays. The room was enormous, with a wall of glass facing the campus. Security covered the windows, and adults guarded every exit. Panic spread like wildfire. My friend Eric asked one of the adults what was happening. The answer sent shivers down our spines. A mentally unstable man had barricaded himself near the school, threatening to commit suicide and claiming he would kill police if they approached. He was watching the kids. He was also a registered sex offender. We spent over an hour trapped in that room, hearing rain tapping on the roof, students whispering fears, and the occasional distant siren. Every second stretched endlessly. My mind kept replaying stories I had heard before about him, including one where he had written threatening messages in his own blood. That Halloween memory returned vividly, chilling me to the bone. By the time the lockdown ended, we were escorted back to our classrooms, shaken and exhausted. The man never came near, but the fear lingered. Even ordinary moments, like walking across campus or opening a locker, felt charged with tension. It was a sharp reminder of how fragile safety can be and how quickly it can be stripped away. After graduating college, I returned to my old high school as a computer intern. The basement office was a small haven, air conditioning, desks, servers, and a flat-screen TV. It was comfortable, almost luxurious compared to the rest of the school. But one day, that comfort vanished. A call came. Lockdown. Someone possibly armed is in the school. I turned off the lights and crouched in the shadows. My office had no door, and the basement entrance didn't lock. I texted my co-workers, but no one replied. Every minute felt like hours. Then, the basement door creaked. Footsteps approached, slow and deliberate. My pulse pounded in my ears. A man grabbed my arm. "It's okay, I'm hiding too," he whispered. Relief washed over me. But then, I checked my phone. A text from my coworker Dave read, "Some guy shot Mr. Buckley. Red shirt, red hat. Don't go upstairs." My stomach dropped. A gunshot suddenly echoed through the basement, ricocheting off metal. I dove for cover, heart hammering. I scrambled upstairs as fast as I could. Police intercepted the intruder at every exit. Miraculously, Mr. Buckley survived, but the fear, the raw, suffocating panic, would never leave me. Every sound, every shadow from that day is etched in my memory. Even now, the memory of that gunshot echoes in my mind, a chilling reminder of how quickly life can turn from normal to deadly. Terrifying isn't just the danger, it's how ordinary life can turn deadly in seconds. Classrooms, lunchrooms, and offices that once felt safe became traps. The fear wasn't just external, it invaded minds, making students and staff hyper-aware of every sound, every shadow, every movement. Heart rates skyrocketed, adrenaline surged, and rational thinking often froze. Even when lockdowns ended safely, the psychological impact remained. Students and staff had to relearn how to feel safe, how to trust their environment, and how to cope with the lingering trauma. These are not tales from a movie. They are true, real-life events, and the terror is very real. These aren't stories from fiction. They're real-life school lockdowns, where ordinary days became terrifying ordeals in seconds. If your heart raced just listening, imagine living it. Hit like if you felt the fear, and subscribe to our channel for more true-life, terrifying stories you won't hear anywhere else. Share this video with friends, but maybe watch it with the lights on.